Hello everyone. Today we are here to study practical number 2 of tool engineering of MSBT, it is Diploma in Mechanical Engineering. The title of practical number 2 is Draw the Cutting Single Point Cutting Tool with Nomenclature taken for resharpening. I am Mr. P.P. Mangave, lecturer in Department of Mechanical Engineering at Sharda Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Hyderabad. So, as we have seen in the first chapter, what is a single point cutting tool? A single point cutting tool is nothing but a cutting tool which uses only one point to remove the material from the workpiece. So, as seen in this figure, you can see there are different terms or nomenclatures that is involved with a single point cutting tool. Coming to the first term, that is the shank. It is a part of single point cutting tool which goes into the tool holder. That is, this is the backward part of the tool which is used to hold the tool inside the tool holder, or in simple language one can call that part of the tool which is used to hold the tool inside the tool post. Coming to the next, that is flank. It is the surface below and adjacent to the cutting edge. As you can see in the figure, there are different cutting edges, that is end cutting edges, side cutting edges, etc, etc, and all the part consisting of these cutting edges can be called as a flank. There are two flank surfaces, that is minor flank and the major flank. Okay, so here the major flank is that part that involves itself more in cutting operation, whereas the minor flank, it involves less in the cutting operation. Coming to the next term, that is the base. The lower part of the shank body or lower face of the shank can be called as a base. The cutting edge, or prior to that we can see the face. That is when the two minor and the major flank meet together and the upper portion that is formed or upper face adjacent to the shank and above the flank can be called as a face. Next is the cutting edge. As the name itself suggests, what is a cutting edge? A cutting edge is an edge or a side which removes material from the workpiece is called as a cutting edge. Further, there are different types of cutting edges, that is side cutting edge and end cutting edge. Side cutting edge is the top edge of the major flank. As you can see in the figure, this is the major flank which involves itself in the major of the material removal operation, and the edge above the major flank can be called as a side cutting edge. Now next is the end cutting edge. End cutting edge is nothing but the edge that is above the minor flank. That is, side cutting edge can be the edge which is formed by joining the face of major flank and the face part of the tool, whereas the end cutting edge can be formed by minor flank and the face, the portion where these two faces join, that can be called as a end cutting edge. Now these are the basic nomenclatures that were included. Now next, the remaining part of the nomenclature or the remaining terms included in the nomenclature, that is nose. Nose is nothing but the point that is formed by joining the curvature of the different major flanks and minor flanks. Next, that is the nose radius. That is the radius formed by joining these two edges. These are the basic terms that are included in a single point cutting tool geometry. Now from this different nomenclatures or different terms included in the nomenclature, the different angles are formed. As you can see, to the right figure indicates the different nomenclatures that have been included in a single point cutting tool. The different angles formed by different nomenclatures can be described as below. That is, the first angle is end cutting edge angle. The angle formed between the end cutting edge and line perpendicular to the shank. Now here, what is an end cutting edge angle? End cutting edge angle is the angle it is present at the tip of the tool and line perpendicular to the shank. That is, it can be viewed from the top view. Okay. Now what is the side cutting edge angle? Side cutting edge angle is the angle formed between the side cutting edge and line parallel to the shank. Where is the side cutting edge? Side cutting edge is that edge that is formed between the major flank and the face and a line parallel to the same. The angle between this can be called as a side cutting edge angle. Now next is end relief angle. End relief angle is the angle formed between the minor flank and line normal to the base of the tool. Now here, where is the minor flank? Minor flank is the topmost, or you can say frontmost portion of the single point cutting tool, and then the line normal to the base. Now here, this angle can be called as a end relief angle, where you can see that end relief angle is shown in this portion. That is, from the top view, a line perpendicular to the base and from the minor flank face can be called as a end relief angle. What is a lip angle? It is the angle between face and the minor flank. See, the face, or you can say minor flank, when it makes angle with the face, it is called as lip angle, and when it makes angle with the normal to the base, that is called as end relief angle. Same minor flank is involved by making angle to the base and by making an angle with the face. So the angle made by the minor flank with the face is called as lip angle, whereas the angle made by the minor flank and normal to the base is called as end relief angle. Coming to the next, side rake angle. Side rake angle can be defined as the angle formed between the tool face and line perpendicular to the shank. Now here, the tool face is the topmost part and line perpendicular to the shank. That is, this can be called as a side rake angle. You can see this part in the topmost view in this portion. That is, it is made by the face line which is near to the minor flank and that to the perpendicular line with the shank. That can be called as a side rake angle. Next angle is a side relief angle. Again, that is the angle formed between major flank surface and plane normal to the base. Here, what is the angle formed between major flank surface and plane normal? You can see this is the flank surface, and whereas this angle is measured between the major flank surface and plane normal to the base. From the base, a normal plane is created, and that normal plane and the angle between the side of the major flank can be called as a side relief angle. This both angle, that is side rake angle and side relief angle, this both angle are only visible from the top view of the tool. Okay, so do not confuse between side rake angle and end relief and end rake angle. Now coming to the next point, that is the resharpening of a single point cutting. Whenever, why do we need to do resharpening? That is, continuous usage of a single point cutting tool always wears out the tool and removes the different faces, or wears out the different faces or different angles or different dimensional variations are occurring when a material is removed by using a single point cutting. So to restore this single point cutting tool, resharpening is done. Now why resharpening is done? This resharpening ensures the proper material removal rate and proper forces are to be distributed equally. As we have seen in the merchant circle, the different shear forces, normal forces, thrust forces, frictional forces, that are different types of forces that are acting on a single point cutting tool. Now here, what we can do for resharpening purpose of a single point cutting tool? The resharpening of a single point cutting tool can be done by different two methods. That is, one is by removing material, that is by using grinding process or cutting process where the material is removed from the tool. And next is by adding material, that is nothing but by coating, by giving it a different layers of coating to increase its strength, or you can say increase its dimensional accuracy, by brazing, by welding. These are different metal joining or metal addition process where the material on the tool is added to resharpen or regain its original dimensions. So here, let me revise once again. तर बघा, या टूलमध्ये सर्व जो काही मागील पोर्शन असतो त्याला आपण शँक म्हणतो. पुढचा जो पार्ट आहे त्याला आपण फ्लँक म्हणतो. म्हणजे ज्याच्यात आपण टूल होल्डरमध्ये टूल होल्ड करणार आहे तो पोर्शन म्हणजे तुमचा शँक असणार आहे. आणि ज्या पोर्शनमधून सर्व कटिंग ऑपरेशन्स कॅरी आउट होणार आहेत दॅट कॅन बी कॉल्ड ॲज अ फ्लँक. नाउ व्हॉट इज द बेस? बेस म्हणजे काय? शँकचा जो खालचा फेस आहे, और यू कॅन से द पोर्शन और द प्लेन ऑफ द शँक ॲट द बॉटम कॅन बी कॉल्ड ॲज द बेस. त्यानंतर कटिंग एज. व्हॉट इज अ कटिंग एज? कटिंग एज जसं मी सांगितलं की कटिंग एज इज दॅट पोर्शन और दॅट एज ऑफ द टूल विच इन्व्हॉल्व्स इट सेल्फ इन अ कटिंग ऑपरेशन. म्हणजे कटिंग एजमधून तुमचे जे काही मटेरियल रिमूव्हलचे ऑपरेशन्स असणार आहेत कटिंग एजमध्ये फॉर्म होणार आहेत. साईड कटिंग एज अँड एंड कटिंग एज. साईड कटिंग एज म्हणजेच काय? तर तुमचा जो काही फ्लँकचा मेजर फ्लँकचा जो काही अप्पर पोर्शन आहे त्याला आपण साईड कटिंग एज म्हणतो. आणि एंड कटिंग एज म्हणजेच काय? तुमचं मायनर फ्लँकचा टॉप एज. मूव्हिंग टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, नोज. नोज म्हणजेच काय? तुमचं मेजर फ्लँक आणि मायनर फ्लँकमध्ये जे काही इंटरसेक्शन होतं दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ नोज. आता नोज रेडियस म्हणजेच काय? त्या नोजच्या पोर्शनचा जेवढा रेडियस असणार आहे त्या नोज रेडियसला आपण त्या रेडियसला एक टर्म दिले काय? तर नोज रेडियस. इट इज नथिंग बट द रेडियस ऑफ द नोज वेअर इफ द नोज रेडियस इन्क्रीजेस द लाईफ ऑफ द टूल इन्क्रीजेस अँड प्रोव्हाइड्स बेटर सरफेस फिनिश. जेवढं तुमचं नोज रेडियस इन्क्रीज होणार आहे तेवढं फोर्सेस तुम्ही जास्त कॅपॅसिटीनं त्या टूलवर होल्ड करू शकणार आहे. म्हणजेच तुमची टूलची लाईफ इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. म्हणजेच विअर आउट कमी होणार आहे. लक्षात आलं? नेक्स्ट, एंड कटिंग एज अँगल. मी काय सांगितलं? एंड कटिंग एज अँगल इज द अँगल फॉर्म्ड बिटवीन द एंड कटिंग एज. हिअर द एंड कटिंग एज इज द एज बिटवीन मायनर फ्लँक अँड द फेस. मायनर फ्लँक आणि फेस मधील जो काही इंटरसेक्शन पॉईंट आहे त्याला आपण एंड कटिंग एज म्हणतो. आणि त्यामधील आणि लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर टू द शँक. म्हणजेच काय? वरच्या बाजूने जेव्हा तुम्ही बघता तर इथं जी काय तुमची एंड कटिंग एज आहे आणि तुमच्या परपेंडिक्युलर लाईन दॅट इज अ लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर ड्रॉन टू द शँक, अँगल मेड बिटवीन दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ एंड कटिंग एज. नेक्स्ट काय? साईड कटिंग एज अँगल. नाउ दिस इज सेम. इथं फक्त तुमच्या मायनर फ्लँकमध्ये और यू कॅन से साईड कटिंग एजमध्ये आणि तुमच्या शँकच्या पॅरलल लाईनमध्ये जो काही अँगल असतो दॅट कॅन बी कॉल्ड ॲज अ साईड कटिंग एज अँगल. ओके, सो हिअर दिस इज द फ्लँक अँड द लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर टू द शँक दॅट कॅन बी कॉल्ड ॲज अ साईड कटिंग एज अँगल. नेक्स्ट इज एंड रिलीफ अँगल. तुम्ही जसं सांगितलं अँगल फॉर्म्ड बिटवीन मायनर फ्लँक अँड लाईन नॉर्मल. व्हॉट इज द मायनर फ्लँक? मायनर फ्लँक इज हिअर अँड दॅट अँगल made by line normal to the base. Now next is lip angle. It is also defined as the angle between minor flank and face. म्हणजेच एकाच मायनर फ्लँकच्या बेस बरोबरचा केलेला अँगलला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे तर एंड रिलीफ अँगल, आणि फेस बरोबरचा केलेला अँगलला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे तर लिप अँगल. नेक्स्ट इज साइड रेक अँगल. इट इज द अँगल फॉर्म्ड बिटवीन टूल फेस अँड लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर. व्हॉट इज अ साइड? टूल फेस आणि लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर टू द शँक. मी जसे दोन्ही सांगितले दोन्ही पण टॉप व्ह्यू मधून व्ह्यू होतात. म्हणजेच काय? एक तर तुमच्या टूल फेस अँड लाईन परपेंडिक्युलर टू द शँक इज कॉल्ड अ साइड रेक अँगल, आणि मेजर फ्लँक आणि तुमच्या प्लेन नॉर्मल टू द बेस यांच्यातला आपण म्हणतो साइड रिलीफ अँगल. ओके, सो यू कॅन नोट इट डाऊन वन बाय वन अँड यू कॅन सी दिस आर द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द नंबर